Copy box numbers in the 6th round. Donaire 14 out of 43. Vasquez 25 out of 69. So Vasquez landed 11 more punches and threw 26 more punches in that round. That's a dramatic reversal from the numbers of our previous 5 rounds. And Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Well, you might get a little bit closer. 4 rounds to 2. 58-55, Nonito, Donaire. Jim, I think Wilfredo Vasquez won rounds 5 and 6 using that left jab. He's moving forward. He's walking Donaire down. He's landed a lot more. But here's the problem. Wilfredo Vasquez throws 1 punch at a time. Watch. A 122-pound guy is supposed to double something. For 6 rounds, this guy doubles nothing. 1 punch, 1 punch, 1 punch. And you can't win a fight throwing 1 punch. Wilfredo Vasquez has got to stop moving his hands and double something. On the other hand, Nonito Donaire can't switch to lefty because if he does, he cannot protect that right eye. He carries the right hand high so that right eye doesn't swell anymore. If he goes southpaw, it leaves it wide open. 4-2, Donaire.
And Emmanuel, you were suggesting toward the end of the last round that you don't think Donaire cares much about having lost a couple of rounds because he's letting Vasquez come forward to set up counterpunches.
Yes, he wants him to engage more. I think he knows that his punching power is so much more, more than Vasquez. He wants to get him committed to standing toe-to-toe more.
Well, this is as toe-to-toe as you can get. This is toenail to toenail.
Going to do something new with you right now. For the rest of the round, we 3 commentators, Larry Emanuel and myself, will lay out while we listen to Robert Garcia in Nonito Donaire's corner, if, in fact, he hollers any instructions into the ring.
Again! Good! Good! Again! There you go! 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 You stand him! You stand him! Hey, that was a low! That was a low! That was a low! That was not low! That was not low! Okay? That was not low! Let's go, Nonito! Take it to him! Take it to him, Nonito! Jab! Let's get the jab going! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Take it to him! Hands up high! Good, again! Side to side! Side to side! Good! Good! I don't recall Donaire having even a small stretch of rounds where an opponent has stood with him, boxed with him, fought with him. He hasn't begun this much to think about in a while.
And actually has won the last couple of rounds, in my opinion.
Hard left hook by Donaire momentarily wobbled Vasquez.
Listen to me, okay? He can't handle weight with pressure. You're landing too many punches, but you're giving him a lot of breaks. Okay? Breathe deep. Deep. Breathe deep. Okay?
No problem.
That last hook hurt him. Okay? It was the bell rang, but you hurt him, okay? I want to see more of that. How's his power?
Okay.
Huh? Okay then. And I want you to keep fighting smart. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Let me the tongue. Okay? Keep fighting smart. Come here, let me see. Okay, keep going smart, but let's try to pressure on him. Let's back him up. Let's back him up. Okay? Let's start backing him up. He cannot handle the pressure. Let's start backing him up. Side to side. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Combi box numbers in round 7. Donaire began to reassert himself with power shots. He was 22 out of 55 in the round. Vasquez 19 out of 64, but Donaire doubled Vasquez in connected power shots, and you saw the big left hook toward the end of the round that momentarily wobbled the Puerto Rican fighter.
Well, this is what Donaire wanted him to do, is to punch more and get exchanges with him, and not fight so defensive. That's what he wanted Vasquez to do. Now Vasquez is fighting the fight I think that Donaire wants him to fight.
Making Donaire a pretty smart guy if this pays off the way he wants it to.
He quit applying so much pressure and let Vasquez, so to say, get into the fight for a while. But right now, his punching power and accuracy is still, I think, too much.
Yeah, well, it certainly appears that he's not worried about being hurt by Vasquez. Although, as Harold pointed out, there's the subject of the right eye.
There's also the subject of Donaire moving up in weight. You know,
Agreed.
we keep, you know, it's just 4 pounds, but it's 4 pounds in little guys. And for all we know, his punches don't carry the knockout power they might have in lower weight
At
classes.
118.
And 115, where most of his fights have been.
Excellent point. And if he were to fade down the stretch of a 12-round fight while moving up in weight, he would be hardly the first ever to do that. That's happened plenty of times. Hard right hand and a really good body shot. Vasquez shaking his head as if to say, you can't hurt me. Excellent uppercut. Vasquez lands a jab. Body shot by Vasquez, couple of them. Donaire comes back with a right over the top. The danger of throwing the body shots, you get counted upstairs.
You know, and Donaire is very, and you throw a right hand at him, and he'll like partially block it with his left hand and then throw a left hook at the same time with the hand that he blocks. That's the same punch that he knocked out, I think, Montiel with. And that's what makes it so dangerous when you throw a right hand at him sometimes.
Montiel launched a right, which was in effect a cue for Donaire.
Yeah.
Donaire's
And
big left hook.
came the left hook right over top of it.
Like that.
Like that.
You're the one, Larry, who said farce seldom beats force. What do you think of Donaire mugging at Vasquez like that?
Wanted to roll out a roll of toilet paper.
Water, Bobby. Let's go, Papito. Look at me. Papito, yes, Daddy. Come on, you gotta set it up. You know, there's just 2 uppercuts. Uppercut in the right, left uppercut too. Because he's feeling those also. Get in the middle of the ring, don't get to the ropes. When he gets into you, attack him with those uppercuts.
Okay, Nonito. Okay, let's pick it up. Let's pick it up.
CompuBox numbers in 8. Donaire was 19 out of 31. Vasquez 15 out of 61. Donaire doubled Vasquez in power connect, 16 to 8. So he was far more accurate and more powerful in that round. Now we go to the 9th. He may not get the win, but Wilfredovasquezjr will get some respect for having turned the fight around to a certain extent and got back on the same page with Nonito Donaire.
Saying the same thing, Jim. And he's very good defensive when he had to take a punch. He's taking a punch. He's coming on. He's working behind the jab the best he can without committing to the point where he leaves himself open. Right there.
Hard right hand by Donaire.
Every time he jabs, he's got to always be watching out for a right hand to come over top.
Let's go.
Very little body punching in this game. If Donaire wants to be a knockout puncher, he's got to invest some time in body punching.
He did it early in the fight when he was throwing rights and lefts to the body. More recently, not as much.
Even then when he was throwing him, Vasquez was blocking him for the most part. He couldn't get through, and then both guys have a fairly high protective cup too when it comes up over the very.
Well, Larry,
There's found a left good shot.
what a couple of punches. Tremendous uppercut, and the left hook to put him down.
And really, and all the time, Vasquez had his hand up. He found a hole between the gap. That's because of very accurate punching power.
First time Wilfredovasquezjr has been down in his professional career.
And there we saw some signs of that quick-handed power. But Vasquez seems pretty stable despite that.
It was a remarkable combination, though.
Vasquez just wants to get out of the round now. Sometimes it's smart to run from your troubles.
He caught me. He just caught me. I was just standing right. You got to throw more than just one punch on the inside. Come on, you're doing a great fight. You got to throw punches.
Here we see the left uppercut come right up through the center. Even though Vasquez had his right hand on the side to protect for a left hook, Donaire has that great sense of talent and knowing where to throw certain punches that you can't give, and he brought it up right through the center.
Watch him pause, admire his work, look for the opening, and put him down. Patience.
Yeah, come on, yeah! Like that, Nonito!
Robert Garcia's reaction in the corner.
Robert Garcia.
It's caught in the crossfire.